True story. Room 306. Welcome to the world of mystery and horror, where secrets hide behind locked doors and stories are told about places no one dares to stay in for too long. Today I will tell you a true story. A story about a mysterious room where people vanished without explanation. Get ready, this is not for the faint of heart. Ali worked at an old hotel on the outskirts of the city. The place was never crowded, mostly hosting travelers passing through for a night or two. But he noticed something strange. There was one room that was never rented out, room 306. When he asked a colleague about it, he was told eerie stories. Everyone who stayed there either disappeared or left the room screaming in terror. But Ali wasn't someone who believed in superstitions. He decided to find out the truth for himself. One night, when the hotel was nearly empty, he asked his manager if he could spend the night in room 306. At first, the manager refused, but after some insistence, he agreed, on one condition. Ali had to sign a paper stating that the hotel was not responsible for anything that might happen to him. Ali entered the room and locked the door behind him. It was just a normal hotel room, a bed, a closet, a window overlooking an abandoned street. He sat on the bed and started scrolling through his phone, trying to ignore the stories he had heard. But around midnight, something felt different. The air became heavy, as if the room itself was closing in on him. Then he heard a sound. It was like a whisper right next to his ear. He turned quickly but saw nothing. He tried to ignore it, but then the whisper returned, closer and clearer. "Why did you come?" Ali jumped from the bed, and suddenly the lights in the room began flickering rapidly. Then, in the closet mirror, a face appeared. Pale, with hollow black eyes and moving lips, whispering something he couldn't understand. Ali rushed to the door, but it wouldn't open. He could hear whispers coming from every corner of the room, as if dozens of voices were speaking at once. Then he felt something grab his legs from under the bed. He screamed at the top of his lungs, and suddenly the door flung open with an invisible force. He ran out as fast as he could, not stopping until he reached the hotel lobby. His face was pale, his eyes filled with terror. The next morning, Ali resigned from his job at the hotel, but he could never stop thinking about what happened that night. Years later, he returned to visit an old colleague and discovered something shocking. The hotel had been demolished and room 306 no longer existed. But the most terrifying part? None of the new hotel staff had ever heard of a room with that number. If you enjoyed this chilling horror story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another mysterious tale. Have a scary experience or a mysterious story? Share it in the comments and it might be featured in the next episode. Stay tuned for more mysteries. There are still many secrets waiting to be uncovered.